Good morning, everyone. Today I will be discussing a case study on early mobilization in construction projects. This case study involves a general contractor, an owner, and a medical office building project. Our case begins with a general contractor who had submitted a $14 million budget for a medical office building project. The budget was based on 70% complete design documents. The contractor was selected not just for their budget, but for their experienced project team and their approach to the project. They were given a $20,000, a $20,000 pre-construction services contract and joined the owner's project delivery team. During the design phase, the contractor was actively involved. They performed value engineering, conducted constructability analysis, and provided input for the construction drawings. This level of involvement is typical in collaborative project delivery methods and can often lead to better project outcomes. Here's where things get a little interesting. During the last 2 weeks of the pre-construction phase, the contractor decided to mobilize on the job site. They set up their site camp. They brought in temporary utilities and began initial surveys and layout. Importantly, the owner neither directed nor stopped this mobilization. However, the terms of the prime construction contract had not yet been finalized. Once the construction drawings were issued, incorporating all of the team's input and city permit comments, the contractor prepared a new guaranteed maximum price estimate. This came in at 15 million, a full $1 million over the initial budget. The owner was extremely upset by this increase and refused to listen to any explanations. As a result, the contractor was asked to leave the site and the owner refused to pay the $15,000 that the contractor had incurred during their 2 weeks on the site. This situation raises several important questions that we need to consider. Number one, should the general contractor have mobilized onto the site without a finalized contract? Two, what might have motivated them to do so? Three, does the general contractor have any recourse for payment of the $15,000 that they incurred? What steps would you suggest for both the owner and the general contractor moving forward? If this were a lump sum contract instead of a GMP, how might the general contractor's actions have been different and why? So let's analyze the general contractor's decision to mobilize early. Generally, mobilizing without a finalized contract is risky. However, the GC might have been motivated by several different factors. They may have wanted to demonstrate their commitment to the project. They might have wanted to get a head start on the work and could potentially have saved time later. In a competitive market, they might have felt pressure to secure the project by showing initiative. Despite these potential motivations, mobilizing without a contract exposed the GC to significant financial risk. The lack of a finalized contract significantly complicates the GC's claim for payments. However, they might have a case for quantum merit, a legal principle meaning what one has earned. This could potentially allow them to recover the reasonable value of their services. This situation underscores the critical importance of having written agreements in place and maintaining clear communication throughout the project. Moving forward, both parties should take careful steps. The owner should review all the documentation and communication related to the project. They might consider offering partial payment to maintain a good relationship with the contractor. For future projects, they should establish clear protocols about when work can begin. The general contractor should thoroughly document all work performed and associated costs. They might propose a compromise solution, such as partial payment or credit towards future work. Most importantly, they should review and improve their procedures around contract finalization and project initiation. So, if this were a lump sum contract instead of a GMP, the general contractor's actions might have been different. In a lump sum contract, in a lump sum contract, the contractor agrees to fixed price for defined scope of work. This often leads to a more cautious approach, as any cost overruns directly impact the contractor's profit. In contrast, a GMP contract sets a maximum price but allows for potential savings to be shared. This can encourage more collaboration and proactive behavior from the contractor. However, in either case, mobilizing without a signed contract carries significant risk. In conclusion, this case study highlights the risks of early mobilization without clear agreements in place. It underscores the crucial importance of clear communication throughout the documentation and throughout the project life cycle. While the type of contract can influence behavior, it doesn't eliminate the need for caution and proper procedures. The key lessons that we can take from this for future projects are always finalize contracts before beginning work, establish clear protocols for project initiation and changes, maintain open lines of communication between all parties. By applying these lessons, we can help prevent similar situations and foster more successful collaborative projects in the future. Thank you.